whiteboard to just select it or drawing something together. We have here users. Okay, we can delete this one. We have here first one will be portal. This will be portal. Okay, second one will be PowerShell, because maybe you use it PowerShell. Okay, third one maybe you have REST API. Okay, and here, okay, and here we can select it, read one. Here the users, here these users or administrators. Then we have here a storage account, and we have a storage account encryption key. Then we have here Active Directory. Then we have Azure Key Vault. So let's see the steps. So as I mentioned here, I have this portal. We have PowerShell. Okay, and we have REST API. Okay, then we have storage here. This is storage. Okay, this is Azure storage, and we have storage account encryption key. It's called EEK. Okay, then we have Azure Active Directory, and also here will be Azure Key Vault. We have also here called something key encryptions key. It's called key EKey. So how is the following for these steps to understand the managed key? First one, we have an Azure Key Vault admin. We have an Azure Key Vault admins grant permissions to encryption key to manage the identity. The managed identity will be here, which Active Directory. The managed identity may be either user assigned managed identity that you create and managed, or system assigned. So the Key Vault admin granted permission to encrypt the key to a managed identity. The managed identity may be user assigned or system assigned. Then this number 1. Okay, then 2 will be here in storage. So an Azure storage admin, we have storage admin here, and Azure storage admin configures encryptions with customer managed key for storage account. This will be step 2. Step 3, we have Azure storage uses the managed identity to which the Azure Key Vault admin granted permissions, which will be in step 1 to authenticate access Azure Key Vault by Azure Active Directory. So again, if you not get this point, or we can repeat again, we have first step here. This will be first one will be an Azure account Key Vault admin granted permission to encrypt the key to manage identity. The managed identity, maybe will be a system assigned or user assigned or system assigned. that associated with Azure storage account. Number two will be the Azure storage admin configures encryptions with customer managed key for storage account. Number three will be here. So traffic will be come from here and here. See, number three will be a storage account use the managed identity to which the Azure Key Vault admin granted permissions to authenticate access to Azure Key Vault by Azure Active Directory. Okay, this is number three. For number four here, as we mentioned here, we have storage. We have storage account encryptions key. It's called AEK. This will be number four, which will be Azure Storage wrapped. You know wrapped? It's called like that to be wraps. Azure Storage wraps the account encryption key with a customer managed key in Key Vault. So there's a Key Vault, as we mentioned. The Azure Storage, the Azure Storage will be wrapped or wraps the account encryption key with the customer managed key in a Key Vault. Then number five, this will be here. Number five, for a read and write operations, if you are you're working in operations teams, so now imagine you have a customer side and you're working with them, or you are consulted and you need to support the operation team, or you're coming a tickets for operation team. For read and write operations and the Azure Storage send request to Key Vault. Azure Storage send request to a Key Vault to unwrap the account, the account encryption key to perform encryptions and de-encrypt operations. So usually we have a secret here or have a key here, and the storage account usually what we'll do in operations, read or write operations, the Azure Storage send request to a Key Vault here to unwrap, okay, the account encryption key to perform encryptions and decryptions operations. So we completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So the last point I can see here, the managed identity that is associated with Azure Storage must have these permissions at minimum to access the customer managed key in Key Vault. So we have here three permissions. We have something called wrap key. Then we have unwrap key, and also we have get. So to manage the identity that associated with Azure Storage must have this kind of permission, or minimum you have this kind of permissions. We completed here. If you have any questions or anything it's not clear for you, I hope you can drop any message to me or a comment and I will back to you directly. Thank you.